Good morning. Here in Southern California to answer another question about workers' compensation this morning. The question posed was about what we call CT claims, or cumulative or continuous trauma claims. That's what the CT stands for, cumulative or continuous trauma. This is a hot topic, frankly, here in 2018 in California. The insurance industry and the employers' lobby is pushing hard against this concept. The truth is that only a handful of states still recognize CT claims, California being one of them. CT claims are typically what you would consider to be either toxic exposure or wear and tear kind of claims. So toxic exposure is like a poor ventilation or exposures to chemicals over a protracted period of time at your job that eventually leads to some kind of disability or impairment. The cumulative trauma that is more typical is what we call repetitive motion injuries or static posturing injuries. Static posturing is like when I'm sitting here at the desk fixed on a computer screen for long periods of time. If I was doing that day in and day out, 8 hours a day, you will eventually, or it can eventually, develop neck injuries, upper extremity injuries, shoulder injuries, back injuries. So that's what we call a static posturing, or the alternative, or a cousin of that kind of injury is repetitive motion injury, which is a keyboard work kind of injury, or working on an assembly line someplace doing the same thing over and over and over again, using either your legs or your arms or your shoulders, and this leads to a wear and tear kind of injury. So these are things that accumulate over time. That's why they call it a cumulative trauma. They build up over time. I frequently use the analogy of a Pac-Man. The Pac-Man's just eating at your capacity to do work a little bit every day you go to work until eventually you hit a wall and now you've got some pain and symptoms and you need to see a doctor, you need to get treatment and possibly time off of work. So that's a CT claim. Those are long-term development claims. They don't happen just overnight. They take quite a bit of time to develop. I hope that helps you. Thank you.